What's up, YouTube? Cookie Primer here. Finally ready to deliver you week number 3 of the NPBF. This week we are taking on Jason and his Adelaide Arbolivas, and we are literally going to be playing him in like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to be doing this one really quick. Got a quick run through his team and let you know what he's working with, what we're rocking with, yada yada yada. So you can see his team on the screen. He has the Iron Treads, Blissey, Rotom Wash, Noivern, Salazzle, Toxtricity, Paldean Tauros, this is just the regular fighting one, Leafeon, Vespiquen, and Grumpig, and his Terra types are Water, Fire, Ground, and Ghost. And so his Terramons, his possible Terramons are Tauros, Leafeon, Vespiquen, and Grumpig. Leafeon can turn Water or Fire very easily. Kind of same for Vespiquen, honestly. But also probably Ground would be good for Vespiquen. Ghost could go for pretty much any of them, but probably maybe Tauros would like Ghost. And Grumpig could probably do any of the above. It has Thick Fat too, so Thick Fat plus like Terra Water Grumpig could be very annoying. But yeah, overall, really solid team. Let's go over what we have. We're bringing Quetzal the Garganical, Pasha Berry. Once again, because he has the Rotom Wash, that's his biggest threat against me. We're running Max Defense, Impish Nature, because we are running Iron Defense, Body Press, and we want to be able to just smack through things. If we can eliminate like the Rotom or like one of his bigger special attackers like Noivern, because like a Specs Noivern's Draco Meteor is gonna absolutely like rail us. But if we can eliminate his special attackers pretty early on, excuse me, we are set, because if I get one Iron Defense up, nothing on this team touches me. Nothing on this team touches me at all. And then Body Press just nukes through everything. Salt Cure will be getting some good damage off on things like Rotom, and that lays chip damage potentially on Iron Treads as well. Iron Treads could be a good switch into this thing, and then he'll be taking the 25% from the Salt Cure if he doesn't know about the secret tech that I will not ever state openly. So, because if people don't know about it, I don't want people to learn about it. But yeah, and then we have Recovery to keep ourselves healthy. So, gotta love Garganical. Next up, we're bringing Alright Pup. We're bringing Houndstone, making his debut. When I was prepping for this team, the only thing on this team that was okay with taking a ghost hit, they have one singular immunity, and that's Blissey. So what does Houndstone happen to have and be able to do that allows it to deal with Blissey? It has Body Press. Fluffy and Body Press. So we're running Max Attack, Max Defense, Adamant Nature, 4 into Spadef. I'm not trying to outspeed anything. Never tempted to. We have the Phantom Force, Body Press, Shadow Sneak, and Trick. Basically, if I can get rid of Blissey pretty early on, if I can catch that thing on a switch-in with like a Body Press or something, that puts us in an amazing position, and it will allow us to just click Banded Phantom Force and nuke stuff. Alternatively, if I'm feeling frisky, I can just click Trick and trick the Blissey, the Choice Band, and then completely ruin it. And basically put me into a situation where I don't have to stress over this whatsoever. So, this thing has a lot of potential to just go ham in this match. It being fluffy is going to be super awesome against things like the Iron Treads, against things like the Tauros. Just completely ignore the Tauros. It's going to be great. So I'm excited to see what Houndstone can do here. We have False Flora. False Flora is looking real good here. This thing can also just kind of straight up beat Blissey as well. We have plenty of ways of breaking through Blissey. The rest of the team I felt like we could deal with pretty effectively, but breaking through Blissey was kind of a little bit difficult, so this thing is going to break through Blissey very easily. So we have Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Sub, and Brick Break. Again, recognizing that Ghost is really good against this team, since he has only 1 immunity to it, no resistance whatsoever. I felt like this, having a Terra Ghost Lurantis again this week, especially since we didn't get to use it last week, would be really good. Leaf Storm to get boosts up, Terra Blast to nuke through things. This is going to be really good too if I can sub up in front of Blissey if it's going for like a T-Wave or something to try to stop me. That's why we're running the 84 into speed, because that will allow us to outpace an uninvested Blissey. And we can sub in its face, get the sub up in its face, and then we can Terra on the following turn to a Ghost type, so he can't Seismic Toss us and break our substitute, which would be amazing. So then we can just start Leaf Storming and breaking through and setting up on it, and we also have the Brick Break, which will allow us to break the Blissey. We didn't need to invest in anything, we let Brick Break alone. Right, if it's a Spadef Blissey, Brick Break 2 KO is guaranteed. If it's a fully physically defensive Blissey, it's still a 3 KO. But if it's a fully physically defensive Blissey, Leaf Storm, once it gets to +6, is a 2 KO guaranteed. But if it's a Spadef one, then Brick Break and 2 KO is guaranteed. So it doesn't really matter. Either option will be able to scout immediately what the Blissey is, and we'll be able to handle it accordingly. Biggest thing that's scary about this set is potential Infiltrator on the Noivern, but I feel once we Terra, we'll actually be in a better spot to deal with that. So we have Ariana Grande with the Screamtail, with the Babiri Berry, Photosynthesis, of course, Calm Mind, Wish, Psyshock, and Flamethrower. Pretty straightforward. This thing's just going to try to set up Calm Minds if I can get to it, and try to beat over everything. This team, there's not really a lot of things that want to take a Psychic hit either. The 2 resists to a Psychic hit are Iron Treads and Grumpig. Grumpig isn't that great, and like it's something I can deal with other members of my team. Like Houndstone can easily do it, and there's like one other member that really beats over it very effectively. And Iron Treads, that's why we have the Flamethrower and the Babiri Berry. So if we can get a Calm Mind or 2 before Iron Treads comes out, we have the Babiri Berry. We can tank a Heavy Slam or an Iron Head or whatever from it and smack it back with a Flamethrower, and that'll put us in a really, really strong position in the match. And then Psyshock just kind of smacks everything really, really hard, and we have Wish to keep it healthy. So Screamtail has very good potential to do well here, with max defense to help with the Iron Treads. Through the rest of the HP, and we have enough speed to outpace, I believe this outpaces Iron Treads. Yeah, I do believe this actually outpaces Iron Treads, so it puts us in a really strong spot against it. And so we have Master Bait making his debut, the Clawitzer, Choice Scarf, Mega Launcher, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, and U-Turn. Mega Launcher's so good because I don't need to run a stab move, right? And water doesn't really do too much here. I mean, Blissey already hardballs it, but things like Noivern, things like Rotom Wash, things like the Leafeon kind of deal with it. So I felt like having coverage on this thing was better this week. So we have the U-Turn. Obviously, if we predict the Blissey to come in, we click U-Turn, we get out. Well, then we have the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is really strong against this team. There's not really... There's no Dark Resist on this team, so if we can get rid of Blissey, we can click Dark Pulse pretty freely. Up Tauros is Dark Resist, but... excuse me. It's not the strongest mon in the universe, so we can still beat over it. Dragon Pulse I wanted to just have because if I can get a Dragon Pulse off on the Noivern, that'd be great. But we also have the Ice Beam. Ice Beam allows us to beat over the Leafeon to break through the Vespiquen. It also deals Noivern as well. And it hits Iron Treads decently hard too. Like it's just literally just like pack on coverage and move on kind of situation, which I think will work really nicely for us here in this one. So that's our Clodzer. And last but not least, we have Don Quixote, our Doflamingo, Sharp Beak, Scrappy. We're running an Adamant Nature, 24 into HP, max attack, and 232 speed. The 232 speed allows us to outpace, I believe it is max speed Toxtricity. Basically, this thing, I put it on the field, and I click Close Combat or Brave Bird, and something gets nuked. Simple as that. I'm going to be trying to scout to see if Rotom's defensive. If Rotom's defensive, that'd be great because we can 2KO it with Close Combat. We obviously nuke Blissey. Nothing on this team wants to come in on a Brave Bird. The only thing on this team that resists both is Toxtricity, and so that's why we went to make sure we could outspeed that thing, because that way, if Toxtricity comes in on this, we can just U-turn out on it, get the extra chip damage, and put us in a better spot. Yeah, overall, I think that Flamigo is really, really strong in this matchup. I think it just does so much damage that it made sense to have it here for it. So I'm very excited to use Flamigo here, and yeah, that's going to be it for our team building portion. Let's go ahead and get connected with our boy Jason, and let's get this party started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for our match against Jason, and we're going to take him on right now, accepting that challenge. Alright, sweet, 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 sweet. Alright, so we see the Salazzle, the Blissey, of course, the Tauros, the Iron Treads, the Noivern, and the Rotom Wash. What didn't show up that I thought might show up? To no Toxtricity, so Flamigo is immediately infinitely better, which is great. I love that. No Leafeon, no Vespiquen, no Grumpig. So his only Mon that can Terrasilize here is the Tauros, which I think is interesting. So I'm very interested to see how he utilizes it. This is going to be fun. This is going to be an interesting one. Alright. Alright. What do I think be my best possible lead? Alright. I think this lead didn't work out. Alright, I think I just want to hit this thing and scout. Volt Switch, if it's defensive, isn't gonna kill me, and I can gauge the damage. I think I'm gonna do that. 46%. Alright, so he's definitely not like super bulky. He's got some bulk, but he's not like super duper bulky. Okay, that's fine. I'm not stressed about that, because that just tells me what kind of set he is, and that makes me feel a little better. Let's go into Ariana Grande here. I don't mind losing the Clodzer, because it's more or less just a filler mon this week. I'm not really stressed over it, and I can just kill it with Screamtail. Alright, Rotom being gone is massive, because that also makes Garganacl that much better. Literally, the only thing we have to worry about now is potential Specs Noivern. That's pretty much it. So I'm not stressed over this situation whatsoever. He goes into Tauros. Interesting. I'm gonna just... What do I think you're gonna do here? I'm just going to go into Houndstone. He goes Terra Ghost and he bulks up. That I don't like. And a Phantom Force. Alright, let me actually count this and be smart. Boros, Paldea, Terra Ghost is terastallized. It's +1 defense. Oh god, he just Terra Blasted immediately. Yeah, of course he packed the Terra Blast. Jesus Christ. Alright. That's really bad. That's actually incredibly bad for us right now. Oh god. I don't know what I do with this information. I think I just have to go Lurantis and just click Leaf Storm. I should take 1 hit. Yikes, I wasn't expecting this thing to be that terrifying. To be completely honest with you. Alright, I don't think he Terra Blasts, right? Does he Terra Blast here? I Terra Blast here. Yes! Yes! Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Yes, let's go! Let's go! That worked out amazingly. Let's go! Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That went exactly the way I needed it to. Okay. Problem A solved. Does he go immediately into Blissey here? Okay. This thing I just go into Garganacl on. Because this thing has no... This thing is about as minimal a threat to Garganacl as possible. There's no universe where Salazzle could possibly be less of be even less of a threat to something else. I swear. It's alright, that's beautiful. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted. God, that's so good. It's so good. It's so disgustingly good. Let's go into... Ironhead, eat up the Babiri. He's still taking so much damage, dude. That's so great. That's so great. Love that. And we've knocked him down into Salt Cure range. He can kill Ariana Grande, that's fine. Salt Cure takes him out. Oh my god. Garganacl is so good, dude. Oh wow, that did way more damage than I thought it would. Sheesh. Okay. That did way more than it should have. I don't like that. Alright, well now I just gotta Terra Blast this thing. I did half. Yikes. Okay. And recover on this. That's not a problem whatsoever. I love Purifying Salt. I love Purifying Salt so much, dude. It's such a stupid ability. It's so stupid. Purifying Salt is dumb. Purifying Salt is genuinely the dumbest ability in Pokemon. I refuse to accept otherwise. Giving something extra resist to Ghost while also making it immune to all status moves is stupid. Whoever came up with this is an absolute demon. God, what an absolute beast. Soul Cure. I get to recover here. Soul Cure will take him out probably at the end of this turn. Yeah, I'll just recover there. It's fine. Puts me in my best possible position. I think I recover once in front of Noivern. Just to scout the damage. Organical. He's flamethrowing, okay. That's definitely not choice specs, so I'm going to Sulk here. Okay. Sulk Cure kills him this turn, so we'll just recover back to full, and then we can body press on the Blissey. Let's go! Garganical! You demon! You're a beast! Organical's insane. What? Does this Oko? I hope this Okos. I really hope this Okos. It would be so funny. Please Oko. Please Oko the Blissey. I'm begging you to Oko the Blissey with his body press. Oh, it doesn't Oko. Okay. That's shameful. That's shameful. I want to give the kills to Garganical. I want to give all the kills to Garganical. This thing's insane. Man, what a game. That's crazy, dude. That is so crazy. We made the tear. We tear it at the exact right time, and it worked out beautifully. That was so good. I love Terra. I love terrestrializing. It's so fun. Definitely played poorly around the Tauros when it first came out. Played terribly around it. I should have just hit that thing as hard as I could. So I was so confused as to why that thing came out at that moment. I probably could have gone ahead and at least done a Calm Mind real quick, or thrown up a Wish or something. And then maybe pass that Wish off into something like Organical, or maybe off into Flamigo or something. Toss-up. Very big toss-up there. But overall, heck of a game. Big 3-0 win. We're now 2-1, bouncing back from week 1. I'm telling you, we just need to switch the team up a little bit. I'm feeling confident again. I'm feeling good. I like the team the way it is. Plus, Garganical's stupid.